It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Now the rookie third-rounder from Tulane, it's Tyjae Spears.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now this throw caught left side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And defensively here, it's hard to overlook the fact that this is an offense that's dead last in the NFL in rushing. So this back 7's going to be tested. Heck, might be more of a back 8. No doubt about that. And they surrender the catch here on the first down.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Justin Jefferson.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
And Tune to throw it now.
He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A give running right is Chubb. The 20. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
55 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Alec Ingold, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Play action. It's Wilson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 22 yards there, a first down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete.
The Steelers at a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You look at this Baltimore defense.
They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Pat Freiermuth,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Steelers are once again back in front.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Tune.
And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And when the time has expired on the first quarter. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a third down coming up. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Three receivers head out right, one to the left on 2nd and 3. Wilson. That one's taken in by Spears. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
They go play action now. Wilson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now it's Wilson. He lets one go deep for Addison. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Jason Myers on for a field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And Myers winds up yanking it. This is no good. Wide to the left, and this will stay a one-score game as the lead will hold at 6.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Powers through. Taking it right down Broadway. Still going. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Chubb, 54 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Gold with the extra point, and with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Into the hands of the rookie Jordan Addison. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. A third down gain of 19.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's Spears on second down. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
On first down, Wilson. And he's got this to Jefferson. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Justin Jefferson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers have yet again retaken the lead.
Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talk to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
He's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. We haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Throwing, Tune.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
And this returnable for Reagor.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
They go play action with Wilson. Out to his left.
This is caught by Addison.
And out across midfield down to the 45. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Wilson to throw.
He'll get this to Flowers, left side.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the shotgun, Wilson.
He's brought down. Remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
So 2 quarters is down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Here's Reagor. He's going to bring this one out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
The Spears with another carry.
And a loose football. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Here's Wilson. His throw incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson.
That one down the field for Freiermuth.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown! Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon as his guys are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point up and through by Myers, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, magical spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4.
Tune going to throw it. That's out to Chubb, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now Chubb running right. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Tucker. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Tucker. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On 3rd down, Tucker.
On a turn and run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st. In on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down.
A nice stick and stop for a loss there from Jalen Phillips.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Now Wilson on 2nd down.
He gets it to Addison.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Tucker. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now a give, right side. Tucker. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Play action. Now Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. 27 yards there, a first down.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Now it's Wilson. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up. His time is now run out on this third quarter of play. This offense so far on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. This is caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Jordan Addison from 10 yards out. And the Steelers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this, saying, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Cam Smith. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
At the 6-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will bump the lead up to 26. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
They're on the 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And again, it's Chubb. Powering his way forward. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 37-yard line.
170 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the Steelers' 38-yard line.
They go up the middle with Chubb.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. From the 21, here's second down and 5. Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. A give. This is Chubb. And he won't get close. Only a yard. 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short. And he didn't get there. Nick Chubb stopped short. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
Flowers going to go in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd and 9.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Tucker. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's Tressway now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returnable here from the 38. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And Tune to throw it now.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Cam Smith. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
We know that the rookie's going to go to a top target like that often. That time, though, maybe a little telegraphed.
And that's not unusual because you do tend to lock in on one of your better players. And when under duress, when in doubt, you're going to throw the ball in his direction because oftentimes you could be wrong, but that receiver will make you right. But it won't happen every time. Good defenders know this, and they get attracted to the football.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Tempo.
Wilson wants to throw it. That's caught. It's Flowers. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 36 yards on the play.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
On 1st down, Tucker.
And a nice job to break free of one tackler, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Now 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Tucker.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest. They kind of